Okay, now let us talk about the death of this National Guard Sarah Beckstorm. And a lot of you is not going to like what I'm about to say, but you need to understand that we wrestle not with flesh and blood. And we are indeed wrestling with the marine kingdom. Okay? Now, I notice the use of a red rose in a vigil for Sarah Beckstorm. We'll take a look on that video a bit later. But first, let us get into what the rose represents before we get into the video. Now, the rose represent these ancient gods is attached to the fallen angels. Now, Aphrodite, it is said that the rose is a sacred flower of the goddess. The birth of Aphrodite, white roses are said to have first appeared from the sea foam when Aphrodite was born. Again, the marine kingdom. Now, it is also said that Aphrodite and Adonis, the red rose, is famously linked to the story of Aphrodite's mortal lover Adonis, wounded by a wild boar. Now, Aphrodite rushed to his side. Her tears and his blood mixed on the ground, creating the first red rose, symbolizing eternal love and sacrifice. In another version, running through a thorn bush, she pricked her ankle and her blood stained the white rose crimson. So definitely there is evidence to show you that the rose is indeed connected to these ancient gods. Right? It's connected to the fallen angel, and it is also linked to the marine kingdom. Now, take a look and take a listen to this video.
Mourners held a vigil in Webster Springs and other West Virginia communities for Specialist Sarah Beckstrom, a 20-year-old member of the West Virginia National Guard who died after being shot while on duty near the...
Okay, now, you saw in that video where the red rose was on display on someone's t-shirt or jumper or sweater. You saw the red rose showing at the vigil, right? Now, think John F. Kennedy. Shortly before he was shot, his wife was handed a bunch of red rose. The red rose is a demonic symbol, and it is also to show the power of the marine kingdom, right? Because that is a kingdom we are wrestling with. And when they make their kill, their sacrifice, it is to the marine kingdom. And you got to understand that the national flower for Washington, D.C. is the rose. So it's not by chance that these two was shot. It was not by chance, right? And also in ancient Mesopotamia, this ancient Sumerian goddess Inanna was associated with the wild rose, which was her sacred plant. The 8-pointed star, her symbol, often appears alongside the rose in ancient iconography. Right? So you definitely see where the rose is coming from. It is an ancient plant. It is connected to these fallen angels. It is connected to the marine kingdom. It is connected to the Queen of the Coast, also known as Astarte, Astaroth, Inanna, and Oshun. Right? The Queen of Witches. Right? This was a sacrifice to the marine kingdom. We wrestle not with flesh and blood, and people need to identify the signs, connect the dots, and understand this is what it is. Right? So they're going to milk this one now and probably use it as an excuse to attack the immigrant community, use it as an excuse to get the guns. As usual, never make a good crisis go to waste, but understand what it was. It was a sacrifice to the marine kingdom, right? So we need to pray. My deepest sympathy goes out to the family. Such a beautiful soul was lost. You can definitely see in her smile. This was a beautiful, beautiful soul, someone's beautiful daughter, someone's granddaughter, and my heart goes out to them. May she find peace in the arms of the Most High. We need to pray and say, glory be to the Most High.